Good morning, students. This is Narendra Jain, Director, Manthan Care Institute, Director, Parshva International Senior Secondary School. Students, we are moving ahead for the 11th class topic, that is the nomenclature of the organic compound. Okay, now see, if we start the nomenclature of the organic compound, then we have got the three main system for the naming of the organic compound. The first is the Trival system, second is the derived system, and the third is the IUPAC system. Organic compounds has got the three concepts to named out. The first one is the Trival. Trival system, some we can relevant to the common system also, but mainly when we start the Trival system, what does it mean? In this system, the naming is done on the basis of source of origin. Compound is generated from which source? In this system, we will name the given organic compound on the basis of the source of origin. For example, CH4, you all know in the lower classes you have studied CH4 is methane, but in this system we will say it is a marsh gas. Why it is marsh gas? Because it is obtained from the marshy areas. That's why it is named as the marsh gas. Second, for example, CH3OH, you all know it is methanol, but in this system it is wood spirit. Why? Because it is obtained by the destructive distillation of the wood. That's why it is called as the wood spirit. Next, C2H5OH, it is ethanol, but here it is written as the grain alcohol. Why grain alcohol? Because it is obtained by the fermentation of the grains. Fermentation means to decompose the grains, and by decomposing the grain we are going to obtain the alcohol. Now see, CH3COOH, it is called as ethanoic acid, but in this system it is called as the acetic acid. Why it is called as acetic acid? Because it is obtained from acetum. Acetum means vinegar. Vinegar means, in Hindi we can go sirka. In English it is called as the vinegar. In the Latin or the Greek language it is called as the acetum. Similarly, see, SCOOH, this is called as methanoic acid, but here it is called as the formic acid. Why? Because it is obtained from the red ant. By boiling the red ant we obtain formic acid, and in the Greek language formic red ants are called as the formica. That's why it is called as the formic acid. Now see, COOH, it is called as oxalic acid. Why? Obtained from the oxalis tree. Next example, COOH, COOH, OH, H and H. It is called as the tartaric acid because it is obtained from tamarind, means imli. That's why it is called as the tartaric acid. Next is NH2CONH2. This is urea because obtained from the urine. Now see, what is this? If I am writing this compound back, it is CH2COOH, CCOOH, CH2COOH, OH. Okay, this is called as the citric acid. We all know why it is called as the citric acid, because it is obtained from the citrus fruit. That's why it is called as the citric acid. See, I have developed a trick for remembering these 5 acids. OMSAGA is the name, OMSGA, OMSAGA, where O stands for oxalic acid, M stands for malonic acid, S for succinic acid, G for glutaric acid, and A for adipic acid. We have got the 6 acid which can be learned by a single name, OMSAGA. Now see, how it is oxalic acid? 2 COH are bonded together. Bond is between the C and C. Bond is not between the O or O. No, it's wrong. Bond should be between the C and C. This is oxalic acid. When we put one CH2 between both COH, this becomes the malonic acid. When I put 2 CH2, it becomes the succinic acid. When I put the 3 CH2, it becomes glutaric acid. When it becomes the 4 CH2 group, then it becomes the adipic. How easy is this? COH, COH, no CH2, O means 0 CH2, that is oxalic acid. Then 1 CH2, 2 CH2, 3 CH2 and the 4 CH2, malonic, succinic, glutaric and the adipic. When you are seeing my video, I am giving a homework to you. In the next video, I will give the formulas of these compound. Lactic acid, you search this in the books. What is the formula of the lactic acid? It is obtained from the milk. Malic acid, obtained from the malum, that is apple. War gas, tear gas and hippuric acid. What is hippuric acid? It is obtained from the urine of the horse. It is called as the hippuric acid. So you have to find these 5 compounds. In the next video, I will write the formula of these compounds. Now see, I have written 2 more compounds. See, C double bond C, you all have in the 10th class, you have seen the alkene. Okay. In this alkene, what we do, we put 2 COH and 2 H. Okay. When both COH are on the same side, both H are on the same side, it's a new name for your 11th aspirants. It is called as the cis form. In the later, when we go for the isomerism, there will be a topic called as the geometrical isomerism. In that way, I will discuss what is cis form. But remember, when both COH are on the same side, it is cis form. Are on the opposite side, then it is the trans form. So, cis maleic acid. Listen, this is maleic, M-A-L-E-I-C, maleic acid, and this is fumaric acid, F-U-M-A-R-I-C, fumaric acid. This is maleic acid and this is fumaric acid. I have got the trick. CM, cis is the maleic acid. Transfer, fur means fumaric acid. Similarly, one more example. What I do, put 2H, 1 COOH and 1 CS3 group is there. With the respect of the hydrogen, both hydrogen are on the same side, it is cis. I put on the opposite side, it is trans. Cis isocrotonic acid, CIS will start isocrotonic and the trans is the crotonic acid. So these are the certain examples. Remember students, Trival system is a system which is not based on any laws. You have to learn this system. Now, if we move ahead for the derived system, then first topic of the derived system is what is a homologous series. Question arises, when a series of compound is represented by a single general formula. When a series of compound is represented by a single general formula, it is called as homologous series. For example, alkane you have heard, methane, ethane, propane, formula is CnH2n plus 2. Second example, alkene, ethene, propene, formula is CnH2n. So when a series of compound is represented by a single formula, then it is called as the homologous series. Next point, what are the properties of the homologous series?